What's up, guys? I'm Ali. Welcome back to another video, guys. Another video, guys. How y'all doing today, guys? How y'all doing out there tonight? Um, Give God all the honor and the glory for getting you through this amazing, magnificent day. It is an honor and a privilege to be alive right now in these days. At that, we should be very grateful, and I know I'm grateful each and every day that God give me the opportunity to wake up each and every morning and to get on my knees and pray to Jesus Christ, the one and Lord Lords of all. Um, Guys, so yeah, give him all the honor and the glory. And guys, hey, that's all I can say right now. I'm thankful to be here right now with you guys, matter of fact, and on this channel, Um, I never thought I would be in this position, and I would never thought that I would really be facing following my dreams and my goals. It always been a dream of mine, but I'm finally doing it, and I wouldn't trade it for none in the world, guys. But guys, for the most part, if you're concerned, hey, my day was pretty good today. Today's real chill. I just been handling business and being consistent and having some self discipline within my life and some balance. I've been very organized in how I do things and how I run myself and when it comes to my private life. I think that everybody should have a sense of privacy or whatever. Because like when I was growing up or whatever, how I was raised and the environment I was raised in or whatever, um, it has never been like very like open with our personal life. I remember growing up with boundaries. If somebody asks you about your bank account and what you had going on in your bank account, you put up that boundary, especially from the hood, and you stayed in private or whatever. um you wasn't so open to just let people know. You was very discreet about your lifestyle and who you were as a person. You weren't so open when it comes to people had to earn your trust and earn to be in a position within your life, earn to be in your space or whatever. You had to work for it. You had to prove to me just as well I had to prove to you that I'm worthy of a valuable person, or I fit the standard for you and your lifestyle, whether I'm a good person or whatnot. Um, I think we need some type of balance. I think that it's not good to be just let people know everything you got going on in your life or whatever. That's why I keep everything private in my life, or whatever, because I wasn't raised like that, and I don't think that it's good and healthy to just let everybody in. Everybody has to earn you as a person, just like you have to earn them, just like you have to earn to be in a position within life and within your job or your work ethic. Um, you have to earn to get a raise based off your performance when it comes to your work or whatever. So yeah, and also I just think that it's just good. It has never been that way, but it's like that today, whatever. And a lot of people just tell people what they got in their pocket. They be flexing out online and all types of stuff, man. It's just crazy, and that's not how I do things. And people get offended when they ask you things and questions or whatever, and you probably end up lying to them. But it's not coming from a place that I'm just a manipulator. It's just coming from a place you have to earn it. You know, um, or I can't. I'm just gonna put up a boundary. I'm not gonna tell you everything. Um, and I'm gonna let you know, like, hey, I will not discuss that with you. Whatever. That's private. That's like personal. That's my life. And people find it offensive or whatever, but it's not. You just you just have to be raised in an environment that I was raised. It's not like that. But everything is open book today, and nobody have boundaries when it comes to their life and their lifestyle, whatever. And everybody will know what you have because you're putting it out online. Everybody will know what you do, and not saying that. Well, they don't need to know really. So it's just like everybody know what you do, what you got going on. If you put it out online and you ain't got no privacy or whatever, and you have no balance, no professionalism when it comes to you as a person, especially dealing with business. Um, you can't mix business with pleasure, whatever. And also, you have to be assertive what you say and what you do and how you move. Your actions speak louder than your words. So, yeah, guys, that's what I feel about. I'm just gonna keep things private, and I think that a lot of people should do too. Well, it'll save you from getting hurt in the long run. It will save you a lot of heartache and pain. People won't be so eager to hurt you if you have boundaries. You willing to, and the boundaries not to make it sound like you've been selfish or whatever. You had to look at it from a point of view. If you a person that been going through life and not having boundaries and being in certain environments and being beat down and busted and disgusted, whatever, and broken down or whatever, boundaries should protect you and protect you from people that come in your life, and it protects you from people hurting you and bringing pain to your life, guys. It's not to be selfish. It means you have a boundary. It means that you have to earn. It means I will not settle for disrespect and be mistreated and be mishandled, which you should let people disrespect you anyway. You just have to set the boundary. But I think that our living and our environment have a lot to do with it. The community. It take one person to make the example, and it also take your parents to set the example. And a lot of parents not doing that, and kids raise up and grow up, and they become toxic and just like not having no boundaries, and people punch them in their face and stuff. And putting them in the hospital, people end up dead behind this stuff, and they think it's cute. It's not cute when you get feels good and you really want to harm a person and shoot them, and you obsessed with them. You won't let them out your life. That's insane. That's insanity. You crazy at that point. So my definition and how I was raised when it comes to just having a little spicy in your life or whatever, it was kind of sexy. It had a certain sex appeal about it. It didn't get physical. You might have a little rough, but it wasn't. I want to punch you. It wasn't. I was obsessed over you. It wasn't. I want to kill you if you leave my space. That's what it is today. But yeah, guys, I think I want to move on with this video, guys. All right, guys. The title of this video: "Face Yourself and Face Your Problems." I really think that a lot of people, when it comes to the world, a lot of people doesn't realize. A lot of people don't realize what they got going on in their life. A lot of people don't realize the problems that they deal with within their life. It is stress from the world. It really is. But you don't have to deal with those problems, though. That's the thing. When you don't face your problems, you have problems on top of problems, and they just add up and culminate, and they just stack up like a book. You have stacks of paper, but you have stacks of problem within your life that you're not facing because you're running from them. It's best to just face what's in front of you. It's best to just face the problem and get it out the way so you won't have to worry about it later. That's what I do. I don't run for problems. If I got problems in my life that need to be handled, whether that's lawsuits, whether that's um financial problems, whether that's family problems, whether that's just problems in general in the world, car problems, any problem, any serious matter within my life, I handle it directly. I don't run from it because that's a sense of fear when you're running from problems. That's a sense of you're not comfortable dealing with reality. Just facing things within your life. And I understand it from both perspectives. I understand what you've been going through and what you was raised and the thing that you've been put through, whatever. But you have to let go of those things and start facing things in your life so you can make the change within your life. And also you can create space within your mindset so you can create space within your life and for yourself. So it's just like, guys, you have to, face your problems and face yourself. When you face yourself, you're no longer running from problems. These problems that you deal with today will no longer be a problem tomorrow because you handle those. And also, that shows when you deal with problems and face them, that shows growth. That show that you are a man. That show that you are an adult. You want to be respected as a man or a young woman. You need to face your problems and just deal with them the best way you can. Everything is not going to be perfect. And some things may look fearful to you, whatever, or some things you may not understand. But for the most part, you can put your ego and your pride to the side and deal with them so you won't have to face these problems tomorrow. And a lot of problems that you deal with is stress from the world. So you don't have to deal with these things if you just face them. It's okay to face shame with yourself or whatever. If you didn't face shame, how would you know what it feel like? Or how would you know how to cope with it, Shame, when you face shame today, it's an embarrassment, you know. But shame, when I face shame, it doesn't feel like an embarrassment. It's just, I'm ashamed. I'm aware of what I just done, and I don't want to feel that no more. So I'm just gonna do better, you know. I'm gonna take accountability, and I'm gonna say I'm sorry for what the thing have done or whatever, and I'm gonna move forward with my life, you know. But when we face shame today, it's an embarrassment because the community and your people surround around you, and you have been doing things behind closed doors or running from problems, and you become shameful because you never faced no problems. You become shame of dealing with problems and problems that come to you or things that you have done because you've been so comfortable where you at, you know. So it's best to just face the shame, soak in it, know how it feel, know how to cope with it, and move on and apologize for the things that you had done or correct your wrong. You know, if it's a financial problem, whatever. If you're ashamed of how much debt you in, handle it, you know. Or if you're ashamed of what you have done in the past, deal with it. Cope with it, move on. Or if you're ashamed of maybe somebody passed away or something, you got a chance to say sorry or something like that. You have to forgive yourself and know that they forgive you and move on, you know. It's okay. Or you know, people don't have the people will mistreat somebody, and they have been doing this so long, and this shame will be sitting in them, and this person will exit out their life, and they wish they had the opportunity to say they sorry or really to express themselves, and they feel shameful because they haven't had the chance to communicate and talk with this person about how they feel, but it's too late. But at the same time, you have to face the shame so you can know what it feel like, and you won't have to do it. You won't have to feel that way ever again or deal with it. It comes a time when, you know, we all face shame when we was a kid. You know how you did something that was very embarrassing, or you may tripped up and everybody laughed, or your cousin and them laugh at you or something stupid, or you say something stupid. That was shame then, but you knew how to deal with it when you was a child because you weren't so invested in your emotions. Your emotions weren't so unstable. You was just you was okay. You wasn't broken. You was healed. You was healthy. You start really facing shame when you start indulging into things that you're not used to, and your body don't know how to respond to it. You know, your body doesn't know how to cope with it. Your mind and your nervous system do know how to cope with these things because your body are not meant to go through these type of things. Negativity, number one. Your body does not know how to cope with negative things. You are meant to be in a positive vibration. Your body knows how to respond to positive things. Negative things, negativity, toxic, your body don't cope with it. It don't respond to it well because it's not used to it. You're not meant to be living in toxicity and negativity and like facing all these shame and just heartache and pain or whatever within yourself. That's why when you feel negative or feel out balance or when it comes to a lot of shame or bad things that you've done, you don't feel good about yourself. You feel out balance. You feel confused mentally, you know. You don't feel right. You feel unhealthy. You feel like you got a lot of weight on your shoulder. You feel like your mind is smothered with smoke, you know, because you're not meant for that. None of us are meant for that, you know. I cope better within life when I'm in a positive environment, you know, and when I can bring positivity to other people's life and just joy, you know. So yeah, guys, just face your problem, just face yourself or whatever, and get in better environments and deal with people that you really want to relate with and just really enjoy life. Stop judging each other. We shouldn't be judging each other, whatever. And I'm not perfect either, and I don't want you to think I'm perfect, but I try my best, whatever. Like today, you know, I had a situation and a girl had a little attitude, but I didn't give her the same attitude, the same energy, because I don't operate on it. I don't know what it feel like to operate on negativity. And so why people don't understand, how can I not be negative? Because it's not meant for the human body to be negative. You ever notice when you do bad things and you operate in negativity, negative energy, only thing you get is bad things coming back to you. Like you probably end up in jail, you have cancer, you get arrested, you go out, get drunk, you do drugs and this and that. Nothing good come to your life. Now you done lost your apartment, lost your house, you know. You probably had an abortion, you had a kid, because that's not the fruits of God, you know. That's the fruits of the devil. The devil's a poison. I'm just being honest, guys. Um, so yeah, you're not good to operate on negativity, but you operate in positivity. You have good things come to you. You have great friends. You meet new people. You have good people come to you. Good energy. You have joy. You have amazing time. You travel. You go places. You just be on an adventure. You're just really living life to the fullest. You have memories. You look back, self-reflect on the things that you did. So yeah. That's the good thing about it. But guys, I am Ali. I hope that you take something from this, what I just said, and I hope what I said improve and help one of you guys out there. Um, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Leave your comment at the bottom. I would love to hear your thoughts and express yourself, guys. I'm here. If you need a hand or ear, give me a holler. I'm right here, guys. I'm Ali. Until my next video, peace and love. Make it God bless. Peace.